My big man.
Let me tell y'all something. The man really needs no introduction, but you just call him GrimesTime. He is grimy with the best. Watching Coach close friend of Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, at Dallas Sports Days, and who knows Texas football, high school football, particularly in the Dallas metro area.
Somebody said it with the end of an era. It's just beginning. It's just beginning. You're telling him.
Welcome all you motherfuckers to the real test.
Goddamn thing. What I got, everything.
Okay.
What do you have to say to the naysayers that kind of
Nothing. Just keep up.
Good luck to you, Coach.
If you get TSU, Texas budget,
They gonna miss the football game. The goddamn phone.
How is that? Is this your retirement tour?
It's Grimes time. I'm back. It's a new season, new day. I'm back to be back on the screen. You know, it's all for the culture. It's all for the culture, ladies and gentlemen. I need y'all to do me a favor. If you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, share, add it to your pages, and share it to your page. Do with all the necessary what you have to do to get it going. We back for another season, man, and you know, it's where smoke, it may be fire on Grimes time. Let me make sure I got my stuff lined up and situated. I'm kind of rusty. So I had to come get this special guest on before I get into my football, because people always say you don't do basketball, but got to get our special guest coming for y'all on basketball. Let me see, like, subscribe, share. Let me see, can I see some people on here on should be streaming on Facebook and all that crap there. If y'all don't see it, let me know. But share it to your groups, share it to all the pages and stuff like that. I don't see the share. It's not sharing for some reason. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's on the GrimesTime show. There we go. There's three people get on here and make sure I see stuff. See. Yeah, it's not there. But it's been a long summer. It's been a long summer, ladies and gentlemen. Long basketball season, long off season. Let me share some of this stuff and let a few people get on. Make sure I'm doing it right, because I don't really see it on my thing. Couple cleaning house notes I want to do is that on this Saturday, JJ Craft, urban specialist, Dallas Youth Council, so I guess a lot of other people we do every year. Big backpack drive, we all join in, and backpack drive, food, haircuts, all kind of stuff starting at 8 o'clock Saturday. So if you're in the South Dallas area, JJ Craft Saturday morning, come by, bring the kids, or if you know somebody needs school supplies or whatever it is, so back to school drive is going on. So please make sure y'all get by there. And EIS LLC is my company. If anybody needs any behavior help with kids, help kids and adults ages 5 through 60, please reach out to me. We accept Medicaid, and whatever kind of services, case management, wraparound service, we do it all. Have a good staff, support staff, clinicians, and cure HPs on staff that can render the service. And sometimes you might just get me, you know what I mean? And that's always a plus. But please like, subscribe, and share to the page. I'm trying to see if it's on my what's the name. Without further ado, let's get down to the nitty gritty. I got a special guest on, 3-time state champion as a head coach. Impressive resume, over 400 something wins. Straight out of Louisiana, 318. I want to say Shreveport. You know what I'm saying? He hails from Shreveport, Louisiana. Former head coach at Kimball. He just went and got some new money as the head basketball coach of the Desoto Eagles. I don't know if he think he Morris Chestnut or he Tay Diggs with these bald head cats. I don't know who he think he is other than the ball coach. But I got to bring my boy Nicke Hollywood Soldier Slim on the GrimesTime show. Nick, what it do, baby?
What's up, baby? How you doing?
Can you hear me good?
I can hear you.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, man. It's
when you start bringing me in, man, I had to put the shades on, man.
Yeah.
I was trying to be humble, but I went into Hollywood mode. I went in Hollywood mode. God, dog.
Yeah. You had to go Hollywood, man. You had to get Hollywood on that joint, man. You know how it go when you on that level. And Hollywood is always key. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. How can I do this here, man? Hold on, let me make sure I got the. I need it. Yeah, I need to make sure we got it going on. I want to go live right there. I'm trying to add these links and stuff so I can get it everywhere. I don't think I did a good job, but we'll get down to the nitty gritty. Coach Nick, again, it's always a pleasure to have you on, man. Coming off a state title, man. We supposed to got this thing in this summer, man, but it was a long summer for you and your coaching carousel, man. And one thing I want to get to, man, I want to say my condolences to you, man. I know you lost your dad this summer, you know what I'm saying? Right around you was going to your transition to cup, but I just want to send my condolences personally to you because you're my guy.
Thank you.
I consider you family, so I know it probably, you know what I'm saying, you wish you would have got to see this moment New Year with your old man, but I'm sure you're looking down on you. But Coach Nick, give the people your resume, your coaching lineage first before we do anything, so they won't just think you just some coach out there started with. Give people your resume, where you started out and where you came up through the rankings and how you get to where you is right now.
Well, I would say this, man. I never wanted to coach. After I graduated from college, I played basketball. I came to Dallas, man. I was working as a chemist at a company, and got laid off because when they say we break. When we take a break, I was breaking too.
Yeah.
What
you were doing? You left the facility?
Oh man, I put you can put the time you left and time you came back in. You just move these little nodules, and I started taking advantage of it. So I was gone 30 minutes. Then I go an hour. Then they 2 hours.
Oh yeah, but then you had to work like in the bathroom, but you really gone somewhere.
I really gone. So
but still getting paid.
Still getting paid. One day they came in and tell me, "Hey man, we got you." They got you. You know what I'm saying? And so and then I never forget, man. I went to I had an interview at Texas Instruments. I didn't know nothing about Texas Instruments.
Yeah,
TI in '98, summer '98. They say, "Hey man, this is what you're gonna be doing. We're gonna train you to do this, and we're gonna pay you $29,000 a year starting out." I said, "Okay." Wow. And then they say, "But we're gonna give you this pager, and when this go off, you got to come into work." Right. And I said, "Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me if I'm in Park Avenue on Thursday night at latest night, about 11:30 and this page go off, I gotta come in?" They said, "Yes, sir." I stood up and said, "Look, I'm 23 years old." I said, "Thank you, but it was nice. Thank you for the interview." I got up and walked out. Did not know no better. I look back on, I probably could have been an executive at IT by now, but my mother was a former principal, and she told me, Dallas needs teachers, and I said I didn't want to teach. She said you needed a job. Went in, got a job. I said I'll do this a couple of years and go back to corporate, and it was 28 years later, and started at John B. Hood, and which is Piedmont now in the Grove. Volunteered at Bryan Adams one year, and then Goree Johnson, Snoop Johnson's dad. Yeah, I wanted to be a head coach. That's when I realized I wanted to be a head coach. He said, go over there with my son, see if he'll get you a job, and coach with him a few years, and we'll get you a job. Yeah. So went over there, introduced myself to Snoop in 01, 02. He hired me. We went to a state championship. 3 years later, I got Pinkston High School as the head coach. 6 years after that, I took them to their first ever regional finals.
It took me 6 years at Pink. Well, I know Pink's a different type of growing pain.
Well, I was there 9, but I was the head coach 7. Because I went over and I coached. I went over 1 year, but I still coached at Kimball. Right. And then they gave me the head job. So in 2010, I took over in 04. 2010, we went to regional, lost to Lancaster, and Lancaster went down and lost to Yates that year. Mm-hmm. And from there, coached a few more years, came back to Kimball, Snoop as an assistant. I took a year off because my father had a stroke, and took a year off, then went back to Kimball. took over in 2014, man, and then, you know, had a lot of ups and downs and had to figure some things out. And then once we changed some things and how I approach practices, games, you know, I want to say in 2020 we went to regionals, and then 2021 we went to state, 22 state, 23 we won state, 25 we won state, 26. So 5 out of the last 6 years, you know, I've been.
This at Kimball, you took over in what, 2022?
I took over in Kimball in 2014.
As a head coach?
Yes. I did 12 years.
That's been long ago.
Yep. I went in 2014, 2015, my first year, but we didn't start really, I didn't really get it rolling until 2019, 2020.
That's where you had like Ontario Morris. Then when you were, I remember,
Ontario, he came in as a sophomore 2020 that year. That was the COVID year.
Okay.
When they gave the state championships away just because they made it, the asterisk year.
Right. So you took over 2014, but you didn't really start winning to what? 2019,
2020.
Okay, gotcha.
And then I started going to state in 2021, all the way up until now. So 5 out of the last, we didn't go in 2024. So 6 years we went 5 times, and then we won 3 out of the last 4.
Gotcha. Because I used to hear the child, and I don't know how you ever felt about it, like Coach Nick inherited a make-ready team, an organization, and the Snoop them left and everything like that. Did you feel like you had, you know, that you inherit a program that was already a success and when it was built on success to last?
Of course.
Or did you feel?
I mean, yes. I mean, you know, when you take up just like this program, when you take over programs like that has a lot of tradition. Okay. The thing is, the tradition is there. The goal is still the same, to go win state championships, but it's about establishing the culture. You know, Coach Tubbs was the first one of us to win a state championship in 1990. And then Gore Reed won in 96, 97 back to back. Then Snoop won in 2012, 13, 14. But they all had their own culture. So it took me a while to figure that out. But once I established my own culture, then we took off. And like I said, of course, it's pressure. You know, you got to uphold that tradition. When you walk in the gym, you don't see district championships, regional banners, state runner-up banner. You just see state championship banner. I mean, I remember that year I went, I think in 2020, I went 30-7. We got knocked out by Langston Regional. Then that year I went 30-9 with Ontario and then lost that state. It's like, okay, most people say, man, that was a great year. You won 30 wins. No, we didn't win it. It's like it's all for nothing. You know what I'm saying? You did all that.
When you talk about the culture, what's the difference in the culture between Snoop and Go Read them in your culture? Because you said you had to come with your own culture. What changed from yours in those years?
Well, what happens when you take a program, you have to, you know, like I kept some things because I was one of Snoop's proteges. So I kept some things, and I tried to do a lot of things like he did, even though I was at Pinkston and established my own identity over there. But year to year, your teams change, and you have to establish an identity for those teams. Okay. So he had his own way of doing things. I had to figure out how is Nick gonna put his stamp on this thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not their program anymore, it's yours. And like I tell people that win or lose, who name in the paper? Who face they looking at? Mine. You know, and I had to figure out, you know, it almost like what do you tolerate? What are you not going to tolerate? What's demanded? What's going to be set in stone? Making sure parents and kids are on the same page. And if you're not, hey, I'll be glad you can transfer and sign off on it. But this is the way things are going to go. We always would say, and this is just passed down through the years. So this is where the tradition comes in. You know, people ask, what is Kimball basketball? And the kids will tell you, you know, we're going to compete, we're going to play hard, and we're going to always give ourselves a chance to win. And that goes back way before me, way before Snoop. So those are the things that is part of that culture, and kids understand that when they walk through that door from day one. Not just some programs might have 2 or 3 players that are really good and go hard. Well, from my freshman group all the way up to the varsity, they going at each other every day in practice, hard.
Right.
You know.
Right. So your coach, did you adapt any of his coaching style and tactics from that, or you just kind of just say, I'm gonna just do my own ideas and just come up?
No, I did. You got, if you want to continue to grow in this game, you have to learn. You know what I'm saying? You got to go. College coaches, they have work clinics. I'm gonna tell you like this. In the last 2 years, and even this summer, I've had some high school coaches reach out to me, and we'll talk on the phone, or they came by Kimball, they come by here, just want to pick my brain on some things, and I'll do like a little clinic for them, their coaches, get up on the board, write stuff out, tell them how to build this thing and what to do. I did the same thing, and I did take some things from them, and just like I take a little bit from everybody, but then you throw your own mix in there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? There you go.
Yeah. So when you talk about culture, although you just got to DeSoto, and I know it's a very distinct culture, I consider like the new Black Atlanta, the Mecca over.
You're right about that.
What is the difference between the culture at Kimball and the DeSoto, or you hadn't had a chance to really figure it out yet? Are you still trying to meander it and learn it?
I'm still learning it and figuring it out. School starts on Monday, but just being here, just the community is very prideful, and proud. Whether
tough.
Or whether it's or things bad, they still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you in the tough district, tough conundrum, with all the everything else that's going on, the budget and everything like that. I just want to say, what is the differences that you've learned, that you've seen in the culture thus far, that you've seen so far?
Well, the community involvement, the involvement with the faculty, the student body is very involved. I see kids walking. It's different. I'm not gonna just when you talk about the school period, because you understand, Kimball, I think we were 76, 77% Hispanic there, and then coming here and you're 88% African American, and then majority of your teachers and administrators are African American. It's just like it's almost like going from, I would say, Texas A&M, Texarkana, to Grambling.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and it's a difference. So when you start talking about, culturally different, like, man, it's just so much participation, and going from maybe having in my off season in the summer at Kimball having maybe 17, 18 boys in off season. When I got here day one, it was 60.
Damn.
We're like a football team there every day, and I'm trying to figure it out. Couldn't do a lot of things I wanted to do, for as the working out and the workouts and things like that. It was just so many. Right. And then every day you get this, and this kid wasn't here that day, then you see a new kid. Oh, yeah, I go to Soto too, and he show up the next day. So you're just trying to keep up with all that. So everybody says that's a good problem to have, and when you're not used to it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out.
You got to figure it out. You got to figure out like this. But my thing is this, though, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
You leave a state championship perennial school. What went into the decision? Was it the money? Or was it that Nicke Smith, I want to leave the shadows or the Go Reed and Snoop Johnson. I want to start my own legacy somewhere else?
They just call me New Money Nick. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
So you went for greener pastures.
Well, it was several reasons.
But you just New Money Nick. So when you say New Money,
let me say this.
Okay.
Because Dallas ID did come days later with a nice, generous what they were gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But I think that it wasn't so much as me leaving out of the shadows, because those my Snoop like my brother, Go Reed like my father. And at the end of the day, I think I took it to a whole new level. You know what I'm saying? The times I was there and the coaches that came up under me, they were a big part of my success.
Hold on, Nick, but let me ask you this. So you saying another new level. Let me ask you this. And I'm not trying to create no conflict with this, but I got to ask this.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You better create some conflict.
Do you think you have a greater success story than Snoop, Go Reed, and your in that Kimball, or no? Or do you think you can forever live in the legacy of Kimball, or you think your lineage, your career, your success supersedes theirs?
I just think that I'm a part of greatness. I think that
ain't what I asked.
No,
I'm not. You don't have to run around. You don't. I can go straight to Shreveport. No, go straight to Shreveport down 20, bro. Don't go to 30 and cut back cross.
I'm telling you, you have to understand our mindset, the coaches that come through there. And we just become a part of greatness. You know what I'm saying? We don't get stagnated. You got to think, Goree, Coach Tubbs went on to SMU. Well, before that, Coach Paul Graham went to SMU. He was at Kimball. Coach Tubbs won with the SMU. Goree won and went to be athletic director. Snoop, he goes on to college. You know, you do what you do, and then you just feel when it's time to move on. Because, and then for the next guy to step up, I could have stayed. And contrary to belief, I was gonna get 10 this year. Trust me.
You was gonna get 10 what?
I was gonna get that 10th championship, which would have tied Kimball for the most championships in the state. And then one more, 11 would have gave us the most state championships. Right. And I could have had 5 and been the guy in the state of Texas.
But why didn't you though? I guess the money came, Colin, because I'm looking at how you measure success, and I see you looking at the end goal and and you compare it to Tubbs and go to where they ended up. So my question is, if Coach Nick stays just a successful high school coach, doesn't go to college, doesn't go pro, and you win a lot at the high school, do you think your success has still been far beneath them, even though you won, but because you didn't change to go to the next level? Because like Todd, he don't want to go nowhere. He's stuck on high school. So is your ceiling capped off, or are you trying to get to that next level of greatness to go high as you can go? Or are you limited to like a certain
For me personally, I want to get to that next level. I've had 3 opportunities over the years, didn't go. But if I did, I wouldn't have had the success I have now winning those state championships.
The opportunity to go where, like college or another high school, big city.
Yes, I interviewed probably 15 times, but I had 3 solid offers in my head coaching career. And sometimes I look back on it and say, damn, where would I be now? 10, 11, 12 years later, would I be a head coach at a low major or something? But if I had done that, then I wouldn't have been able to touch some of the lives of the kids and help a lot of kids get to college. Plus, I wouldn't have won these championships. So that means God has me where I'm supposed to be, at least for now.
So were you a candidate like to satisfy the Rooney Rule like they do in the NFL, or were you say, hey, I'm off this? The job is yours if you want it at the next level? Because I don't see Nicke Smith, Hollywood Nick, primetime Nick turning down for the money, because the money's going to far supersedes than the high school coach. So was it an interview, maybe second, third candidate on it came down to left or right, you or somebody else, or they say, hey, this is your job you want to take?
I had about 7 or 8 second guy, but I had 3 that was yours if you want.
What they were NAIAs though, or what you had? I ain't actually say the school. No. What they D2, D1? I ain't Athens and Navarro and all that, and Mountain View.
I'll give you 3. I'll give you 3. I was at Pinkston High School going into 2007-08 year. I had 5, 6 D1 kids over there. Buzz Williams had just left Texas A&M as assistant coach. He took UNO. He wanted me to bring a player, but it was post-Katrina.
Right.
And I didn't want to go down there, and I'm glad I did, because he left the next year and went straight to Marquette. I would have been stuck in New Orleans. It was right after Katrina. Second one, Tony Harvey. He was at Texas Southern. He offered me a job at Texas Southern, but that was the same year I was getting Tony Mitchell. Came to Pinkston.
Right.
One of the top players in the country. Last time I just took Kimball, just got the head coach job at Kimball. Scott Cross called Big E. I had interviewed with Scott Cross a few years before, didn't get the job, but he called Big E 2 weeks after I got the job and pretty much told him.
Scott who?
Scott Cross. He used to be at UT Arlington.
Okay, UT. Okay, got you.
Yeah, he's at Georgia Tech now. He did. Right. Reached out to E. He called me, said, Scott was like, the job is yours, you want it? I said, no, I just took Kimball. I told Snoop them I was going to get it done. Plus, I had 5 guys that were going to be signing Division One was a McDonald's All-American, you won that.
Right.
So I didn't go. Those were the 3 solid.
Gotcha.
And that was that last one was 2014.
Right.
You know.
The Snoop now I know you know when I'm curious to know about the hiring process at Kimball and the culture, like it's like with the hiring and stuff like that, because when you look at the history, you got Go Reed passed down to his son. Then you got Snoop, then they got you. Then you pass it down to your brother. And I'm saying pass down lightly because I don't know how, but I got to make it plain because you got Nick and then you got Gerald Smith now is your brother. Just took a job, then came back to Kimball to be your predecessor. So your successor, how I'm saying it. So what went it? Was that set in stone? Hey, I'm gonna leave Desoto, but you gotta come take this. Is that part of your connection to stay with Kimball? I mean, I don't want to leave, but my brother can do it. Because he was under your staff, right?
He was my assistant coach, Pinkston and Kimball for years, yeah.
Right. So what went into that process? Because I'm sure you had some input on who the next head coach at Kimball to succeed you after that. Or was it already written and set in stone?
Well, to be honest, I didn't have any input, you know, now.
Nick, come on, it don't cost nothing to be real on GrimesTime.
I'm telling you, man.
Nick, man. Nick, I gotta end the lie because I be hailing you to a hostel. We out to see.
You know I'm gonna shoot it to you 100. Every time I answer you, dog, you like, come on, I'm gonna be 100 with it.
Nick, so you telling me you ain't had no input, no say so on your brother, or no recommendation to say, man, get to my brother or interview him at least. You just say, hey, you do what you do. You'd have to have some kind of. It ain't just fall out the sky like that.
The only thing I said was, if you're considering him like in the top 2 candidates, then he need to go for it. But if you want somebody else, but you just want him to interview, then don't interview him because he got a good job in Madison. He don't have to leave. You know, he just want to stay. That's all out. That was it. Other than that, you know, and I didn't. I mean, but one thing we always say from you know, Gory to Snoop to me, when one of the other former assistant coaches and I was up for the job, and DISD wanted them to go outside the district and hire somebody else, but the principal at that time, Mr. Jones, was like, no, he gonna keep it in the family. We always say that, and whether we related or not, it's a coaching tree. And I feel that, and not being biased, I feel that was the obvious choice, the best choice, because he knew the program, he knew Kimball, he loved being there. He was my assistant. He's a huge reason why we were making those stage runs, because he was the defensive coach, the scouts, everything he put together. He took the same system we put in back in 2019, and he took it over to Madison and won in his second year. So that says something. You gotta understand, I've had 12 assistant coaches get head jobs in 19 years. I've had 4 in the last 2 years go get head jobs. And I'm about growing these guys up under me. You know, I tell them, stay a couple years, we're gonna get your head job. So, you know, he deserved it.
Now you retained your whole staff at Kimball. Desoto, you got some new cats, so you retained.
I think I brought like 4 guys, 1 guy in Oklahoma. I kept 2 over here, and an admin assistant, and then
you brought 2 out of Oklahoma. Did I hear you correctly?
No, one out of Oklahoma.
Okay.
2 I kept there that I knew already over this way.
Okay, gotcha.
I brought 5 guys. So I have 8. I have 8 guys.
I don't like to delve on the money stuff in the top, but we got to make it plain. Desoto in a financial crisis. They got MT over there. They got interim superintendent. Coach Matthews over there.
You got to play that clip on Coach Matthews again, man. That's fun as hell.
Yeah, they had to get him right before they even talk to you. They couldn't. Ain't nothing moves until y'all get him right. So you get over there. How much more money did you take down? 20, 30, 40. How much? Because I'm trying to make it plain. That's dry.
That's cut and dry. It ain't played. It's cut and dry.
No, because I'm trying to. No. Okay, let me label premise. I'm trying to make sense of this here.
On national TV about how much more money I
well, I can go Google. It's gonna be public record. You're not gonna pull it public record somewhere.
It ain't yet though.
Oh, it might not be yet. I just hope they can get you the money. I just hope they can get you your check. The
percentages ain't all there either. The percentages, baby. You got the percentages.
You say what? Yeah. Hey, okay, well,
DeSoto a private school. They ain't gonna show all that, man. They like Baylor. You can't see that money, man.
See, there you go. Now the point. That's why they in what they in there. They private, hot. But I'm just saying.
This is Soto Methodist. This is the Soto Methodist University, man. Come on.
I can't. I don't. Yeah, if it is, it just got there the last year because of Matthew winning state. Because before that, boy, they was on the verge of getting closed down and getting took up. So I like the Soto. So I don't want y'all's board of trustees and super and MT. Yeah, I'm just asking Nick a question. Nick, I'm just asking.
You asking me something I know nothing about.
You don't know about how much money you difference in what you gonna make?
No. I do that part, but as far as what's going on. Financial stuff like that, that's above.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I ain't asking. I don't really know. I'm just saying, as long as you can get paid, that's all you give a damn about, right?
Well, yeah, most people will.
No, but I'm asking, and this is why I ask, how much is the difference? Because I'm like this: if it's 10,000 more, 20,000 more, is that worth the stress and the minutia of going to a 5A school, which they drop down to? Then taking the stability that you have at DISD, because you really can write your own ticket if you stayed at Kimball. So I'm trying to say, if you leave success for a few 10, I don't know what it is, I'm just speculating. But I'm saying though, and then with the school with a financial crisis, like that's why I asked how much money, is it bigger than that to make you leave, or it was something internal behind the scenes that you had to go? Because if DISD came and upped the money the last minute or whatever it was, wasn't enough to stay.
Versus something being in front of me. You see what I'm saying? With something was in front of me right here, but I was told this was going to happen over here. And it would have really got me right. But by that time, mentally, I was gone. You know what I'm saying?
Why? Because you feel like did they wait too long at DISD to lose you? Because we try to keep the good coaches in the inner city there. And you're a hell of a coach. You got the impressive resume. So were they pussyfooting around and playing goose to moose and don't know, or did you know and you just said, fuck it anyway, I'm going to go to DeSoto?
Well, I've been in that district 28 years and putting a lot of time in, and district was good to me. I just to say it like this, I think it just wasn't handled in a timely manner. That's all.
You say it wasn't what?
I think it just was not handled in a timely manner. You understand what I'm saying? And that's all. If it would have been a little sooner, then okay, we good. But I mean, it wasn't. Then one of the reasons why I came, MT, he used to be in Dallas. I know him. I trusted him. I knew what he wanted to do. I knew, one thing I said, you want to be the best, you got to go get the best. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I feel I'm one of those guys that could come and get it done and get it back to where it was at one time. The program itself, but not only the program, like I told him, I want to see everybody be successful, girls basketball, track, volleyball, but it's going to take all of us doing this together. Yeah, it's some financial stuff going on over here, but that doesn't mean we're going to stop educating kids. That doesn't mean we're going to stop making kids better and getting them, because we're still in the kid business. That the money part of this thing is going to get fixed eventually, but we all still have a job to do as adults. Now, some people, maybe there's some cuts and things like that, but you still have people that are 10 toes down that are here, and we're going to see this thing through.
Right. You going to the black mecca of the high school, DeSoto, like I said it before.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the growing pains? We can talk about the highs and the expectations, but let's be real and figure out what are some of the growing pains that you may encounter, and how would you rather deal with them? Like, far as going to a new school, new team, new culture, new environment, new players, new staff. What are some of the growing pains that you may think you're going to experience, or that you experienced thus far?
First, the staff, everybody up here seems pretty cool, but you still got to get to know people, get to know teachers.
Yeah.
Let them know, things that you have set in place, especially for your boys and how you are, that we are about our academics first.
Right.
And then our athletics, second, getting the kids to believe in your beliefs, what you believe in, getting them to understand that, we're going to represent what we wear on our chest well, but also represent it, ourselves as young men, you know what I'm saying? And getting them to understand that this is the way things are going to go, or you won't be a part of this. And then making sure the parents are on board too, and understanding that it ain't always, well, is Nick way or the highway? No, I'm going to be very fair. But we ain't gonna be doing all that emailing and all that stuff because I hear about all that stuff. Oh, this ain't no, just go along with the flow. Because at the end of the day, we want, and I want their kids to have a great experience, playing basketball here. But we also got to go win state championships. And I told them in my first parent meeting, I said, everybody won't be able to play here. And it's not saying that your son can't play. It's just he may not want to meet the standards that are set, academically and all that stuff, So those are some of the challenges right there. Then too, what's crazy is that even though I'm here, you got people all of a sudden, when I was doing the schedule, calling wanting to play DeSoto all of a sudden. And it had nothing to do with them playing DeSoto.
They want to beat you. Yeah, they want to beat you. That's the prime effect. They don't go damn about college. They want to play.
One guy wanted to sit up in a little showcase. I mean, he was calling about playing Kimball. Then found out I was here. They want to know, well, man, let's play DeSoto. What are you trying to play DeSoto, or are you trying to play Nick?
Right.
You're gonna lose either way. You're gonna lose either way, but which one are you trying to do?
Right. They hadn't been to the playoffs in 3-4 years. Struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Where you rank the boys' basketball as far as sports on their campus? You probably have to be at least 4th or 5th down on the totem pole when you consider collectively all sports, football, girls' basketball, track. And what do you
walking into it, or where we at now?
Same shit, Nick. When you walking in and where you at now, you just walking into it. What you mean? I'm saying, like, right now, where you at right now? What do you think? Walking into it, because you can't say you've upgraded or changed. Well, I can't say it because I don't know what you've done this summer.
Do you know who you're talking to?
Huh?
Do you know who you're talking to?
I know it's Nicke Smith, a bad boy.
The first day I stepped foot in here.
You say what?
The first day I stepped foot on this campus in that gym and got with them boys, it changed.
What changed though, Nick? What changed though, Nick? They demeanor.
I came in and got it structured. Structure thing. So you got to have structure.
So you saying that the person before it was lack of institutional control? They didn't have no structure on the boys' basketball.
At that particular time when I came in, it was just everywhere. And there's no.
But you just got there in what, June?
Yeah, June 1st, June 2nd, it was on.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, coming in, you can't measure your success on what structure. I mean, I get it. Those are personal gains and personal things that you can say, okay, I feel progress in this area as far as structure, but I'm saying you can't measure that until you win.
No.
Right? That makes sense.
No.
So I'm saying going in right now.
Jay, we started winning the day when I walked in and showed them how this thing gonna go. The very next day in practice, in summer workout, we started winning. You get what I'm saying?
Let me make it plain. I get it. So you give me the political. You give me
going into it.
You give me the political.
Going to being successful, but that day, and I'm not gonna say that because you didn't coach. But that day, the next day, when you saw that, and you either got to have organization or you got to have structure. You cannot have both. I ain't have nothing organized. Right. I still got coaches ain't hired yet, but I came in and created the structure, and I came in and created how this thing was gonna go. And the very next day, you saw a change. Those kids was there on time. They ain't coming in late. They was here. They're going through every drill just like that. We started winning that day.
Yeah, well, they got to respect your lineage and where you come from because you're coming out of a state title. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And at 4A level, and I must say, because I had talked to Coach Love when we was in Austin San Antonio at the thing.
Yeah.
you do know you want the #1 team last year in 4A, right?
No, you ain't
Who's
got
the
to be.
best team? You want who's the best team in 4A last year?
We were.
See, Nick, it don't cost nothing to be real. Because see, you're not at Kimball no more, man. So you can keep it a buck, man. Nick,
let me go say this.
You do know we had the party.
Last year, the best team in 4A Division II.
No. 4A period. The unanimous 4A state championship.
4A Division II. 4A Division II was Carter. We were the best team in 4A Division I.
Yeah. And if you had to, who was the best overall team that year in 4A period? If you had to pass the time to one of y'all.
Let me say, Carter, we lost to Carter twice by 2-1 during district. But with this new, it's just like the year before when I had the Dunkathon team. They said we probably the best team in the state. Could have played 5 8. But guess what though? We did beat the Duncanville. We did beat the Dengard. We did beat all 10. But guess what? We were still 4A. So I can't.
Yeah, but Buddy Love ain't gonna let you go with it. He
No. You know why? Because everybody's talking about this year. When you had the game, see, when we got a chance to play in the regionals, in the playoffs, don't nobody remember that, do they? We played Carter last year in the regionals.
The score though, they beat y'all by what, double digits?
No. I'm talking about 2025. We played them in regionals.
Oh, it was a blowout at Duncanville Fieldhouse, right?
Yeah, but what do you consider a blowout? Like we just beat them by.
Nah, I think y'all blew Carter out. I was at the game. One of them years before.
Have you ever seen folks get up and leave and before the half?
Yeah, it was. I left. Yeah, I was at that game.
But guess what though? At that time, we were 4A Division I. So you could say we were the best team in 4A Division I.
Yeah, I'm not going 2 years, Richard. I'm going last year. You only good as your
you're right. You're
going too far back.
You're only good as your last state championship, right?
And if you care to go into it, them folks at Pinkston are mad at you still. I don't know why, Nick. I don't know why.
Hey, I don't know why either. Because I didn't do nothing. I just go to the barbershop in West Dallas now and come back. I can't go on.
The people in Pink, Nick, do you have an inclination of why you think they mad?
I don't know, but the truth need to be told, though. Let me tell you this. Let me put it to you like this. Which I wish me and Coach Enzo just could have got together and then negotiated ourselves, but it was a little bit above us.
Gotcha. Yeah,
we had to go flip on everything. Yeah. And they wanted to, we had to practice in Ellis Davis a few times because we were displaced. We couldn't get in Sprague. We had no gym. So we had to practice over there sometimes. So they wanted to practice over there, but the problem was they had something going on during those days, so couldn't nobody practice. So they wanted to take the game to Forrester, right? Now, when you got a regional finals game with two of the top teams in Dallas, you really don't play a game in Forrester. You want to play in the best facility. We could have went out to Lowe's, but I don't think they want to go out to Lowe's. I was ready to go to Forrester and just be like, the hell with it. But when they wanted to flip for everything, Bam just like, Nick, no, we going to flip. You say where you want to go. So we flipped. I won the flip. We go to Ellis Davis. He won the next 5 flips. He won the next 4 or 5 flips. He picked the referees. The referees was from Houston. I was like, why don't we go with some in North Texas? Or I know he didn't want to go with Dallas. Like we could have went with Dallas, North Texas, called me. He didn't want to go with nobody up here. And that was okay. That was his preference. And we ended up getting Houston refs. I didn't think we need to go with them. Houston don't care about Dallas. And guess what? They were making bad calls the whole game on both, but they really gave them some bad calls. I mean, it backfired.
Right. But y'all ended up winning, right?
About a lot.
Yeah. But y'all lost to them in the first time, right?
First time, yeah, that was a technicality.
Yeah, but so by y'all losing, did they put y'all in D2?
No.
So they didn't have no issue. They didn't have no. So how does it go?
So the deal is that the preparation wasn't there, And Coach did a good job, and he came out. Coach Dennis did a good job, came with a good game plan, changed up the defenses. We shot bad, did a great job. I told him with 5 minutes left, good game. Threw in the towel. But once we got back in it,
because I know y'all had a bad thing, but people, they running from Carter, all this and all this. So I'm like, man, I'm leaving it alone.
That was the narrative, Dave. That was the narrative.
I'm just telling you the narrative. Did you hear it? Am I saying something wrong?
No, that was the narrative. And I was laughing. That was cool. Let them think that they ain't know.
Okay,
Some folks said, man, Pizza got y'all. Some folks was like, man, Nick and them did that. They took the L because of it. I didn't care what was out there. It was funny to me. But we beat them over there. And then, playoff Nick a different animal. So, but he did a really good job with getting us that first time. But that wasn't the first time Pinkston beat Kimball. When I was at Pinkston, I beat him twice in the same year. But guess what? Think about this, Jay. I beat Snoop in 09 twice. He beat me twice. We split in district. But guess what? He was playing in the state championship against Yates. I was at home in the first round. So nobody remembers that.
It don't matter. Yeah, don't matter.
Nobody remembers that. People beat us early in the season, man. We beat Kimball, but we out there holding the trophy up, and y'all watching us online.
Yeah. Back to DeSoto. But what I was at before I got off the topic, man. But the sports, you know the history of football and all this. I was asking, if you had to rank the basketball team right now, where do you think y'all would be as top 5, 6 sports on DeSoto at a school like that is known for sports, girls, track? What do you rank yourself? If you had to rank yourself, what do you rank yourself as sport? As far as the sport at DeSoto High School right now, what do you rank the boys basketball?
At the bottom.
Above soccer too?
At the bottom.
That's the worst sport on campus.
Right, at the bottom.
Nick, don't give me this no shoe fight. This because Nick, don't. All right,
at the bottom. At the bottom. Because I want you to sit back and watch that climb.
Yeah. I'm rooting for you. I'm really excited. The people are really.
I gotta feel like we right there.
Yeah, you gotta feel like that because
we might not be. We might be.
I think you
coming in the door.
I really think you left Kimball to try to prove yourself to get up under the shadow. Man, Nick can't coach. Nick can't do. He got you. It's on autopilot for Nick because I always thought my coaching heyday. I always thought this. It's hard to coach good kids. It's hard to coach talent. I like to take a kid that's a diamond and rough or this mediocre at best, and I want to leave empty at the end of the day to feel like I made a change in this kid and see. It's hard to coach people that already know it all. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say people are excited about your history, right, about your lineage. You know what I'm saying? But you do know who the man on that campus is, right? Matches, right?
Yeah.
You got
until I win state.
Yeah. You got
don't be broke over. So I'm back. This day.
What do you think you?
I like Coach Madden. I like Coach Madden. What he's doing. I told him to be right there on the sideline when you win, support him. But then, and I'm
what can you take from him though, like far as football and translate it to your winning pedigree to try to win? What can you learn from him or try to take from the football and the other winning organizations to try to help y'all as basketball? Because y'all they terrible. They've been terrible the last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you inherit some bullshit. Leaving the state, so you got a tall task. You know what I'm saying? And you got 2-3 years to turn around, or you gonna be back at Pinkston or somewhere. I'm just telling you, I ain't gonna go. They're gonna run out of money anyway. So you got to win, Nick. No, I'm saying, Nick, you got to fill the stands, Nick. To help, you got to, Nick. You the good guy. I'm just talking to some of those y'all know. I'm just leave me alone. But I'm saying,
the Soto folks on here, I need all y'all to get on Jay Grimes' butt right now, man.
I'm saying you're a good candidate because Matt is gonna bring the money when he gets to state anyway. He gonna carry it, but you gotta peel them stands and add to it. Then it'll cut into the deficit, but it'll help get them out of the goddamn. You know what I'm saying? So why you think they can't cover, dog? I understand it.
You think this for play? You think I'm doing this for fun, don't you? You think I'm doing this?
I just think you did it for the money too. Hey,
no, he wasn't all that. I ain't just doing that. If you want to say that, I'll let the narrative be like, oh, he left because he went for the money.
Yeah.
That wasn't just it.
Now, I know you want. But I'm saying, Nick, you leave a winning program, state title,
Jay,
to go there. That's what I'm saying.
Jay, let me tell you this. I'm on year 28, 29. I got a 12-year-old son. He a phenom QB. He quarterback. He going to the 7th grade. He hooped
where you going to school?
The number 1 6th grade team in the country. Huh?
Where they said?
Dallas Showtime. He played Chris Davis' son, beat Ryan Hawkins' son. They all play on the same team.
It's basketball? Is basketball?
Yeah, he a guard, and then he a quarterback.
Okay, where you gonna go to Desoto? Where?
Right now, he gonna go to middle school where we live at. But of course, me and Matt is talking. You want me to bring him, put him over in McAllen, so I'll probably do that for the 8th grade or either in high school. Yeah. So this ain't just about. It's a lot of different reasons, but now I got a kid. You
fit the mold. I mean, you're a good fit at DeSoto. I ain't gonna say that. I don't know because I don't know yet. But
you gotta wait.
I will say this, and how can I say this here, man? Because I seen Mathis go through it, and the chatter and some of the shit he going through. You interracial date. You know they don't accept that in the black community over there like that. So you got to be able to, you got to win, man, because I'm telling they're going to use that as leverage. And then, so I'm just making it plain. It don't cost me nothing to be real. So I'm just putting that in mind. So you got to win because, that community is a strong blue blood. Most of it is ran by women and all this stuff. So you know how it go, Nick. I ain't saying nothing wrong that you probably already know.
No, I want you supposed to express. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, you got to, and they got to accept that. But behind the scenes, you're gonna have some people that ain't gonna like it. Right? That's anywhere you go.
Hey, you ever been to the fair and seen one of them little bowls with that betta fish in it? That one fish?
Yeah.
Swimming around, you can't put no fish in there with it, right?
Yeah.
I've been in a fish bowl half my life.
Yeah.
They don't bother me. I got more people that love me than hate me. The ones that hate me don't really know.
There you go. I just want you to prepare for it just in case. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely.
And I got to get Mathis on it. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of what he did and how he turned around and silenced them because a lot of the stuff he's done, you know what I'm saying, and how he's able to turn around. So I'm rooting for you, man. Jay, that's what it's all about. Look, I was in West Dallas. Yeah, you come from
That was tough, but I had to build it. Then I came to the K behind Snoop coming off 2-3 championships. You know how hard that is, and I had to do it. So God built me for this. It ain't like I'm just doing it just to do it. God prepared.
I understand that, but I think this here. I think you've won a lot, and
my daddy didn't want me to go.
Your dad didn't want you to go to DeSoto?
I told him about it. He didn't get a chance to see me get inducted and stuff because he just went in the hospice. But before I told him what was going on, he said straight up, son, I like you over there. I think you got to do it. And then I told him my reason. He said, well, you know what? I mean, if that's what you want to do, son, I'm going to love you and support you. But he was like, no.
Yeah. And like I say, it's crazy like how you lead such a successful program but I know it's something in you, the competitive nature. You got a chip on your shoulder, Nick. You got something to prove for leaving. You want to take this team who's been struggling the last 3-4 years and try to prove that Nick can coach, right? Is that what it really is? Plus the money. With the money.
I could coach back in 2023 when I had 5 guys without a star by their name and had them all out there looking like 5 stars.
No. You had a hell of a team. You won state in 23, right?
Yeah, I won it in 23.
No, you had a good team, man. They didn't have no stars.
Dude, you have to understand why they were. See,
but I'm saying,
if you was to come to a practice or come watch me coach, or let me tell you this, ain't nobody come to ask you to pick your brain on stuff just to be asking you to pick your brain on stuff. People say you got talent. Look, I lost with talent. I didn't win state with Terrio and all them D1s and McDonald's All-Americans I had. I went 2 years in a row with them. I didn't win. But I won with those guys that wanted to be coached. And then if they're a 2-star or 3, I got them out there looking like they 5. It's because
it works.
So
it fits
you coaching them up and you get the best out of them. I don't claim to be a great X and O guy, but what I do know how to do is put kids in situations and games to be successful, call timeout, manage the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Prepare, plan, and win.
Right.
And when you know how to win, you don't just be getting man, I done had talent and don't go win 30 games and lose. Because sometimes them cats don't like each other. They, you know, it's always problem with the parents. He getting the ball more, he getting the ball. I did more managing them teams than coaching.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to black coaches, I mean, this ain't no DEI stuff. We can coach. The inner city school, we can coach. Love can coach. I can coach. Pat Watch can coach. My brother can coach. I breed good coaches. I got a coaching tree. This dude calling me now like, hey, man, I want to get on your staff because they know they want to be a part of a winner. And when you're a part of a winner, everybody want to ride that coattail. I ain't crazy coming out here. Mathis got it. I want to be right where he is. If not this year, the next year. I want to be right there, right next to him. Then I want girls, doggone track. I want everybody. We all lined up.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
When we say DeSoto U, we mean
that's it.
Not just one team, but everybody.
Everybody. That's a good deal. Who players you got coming back, or what players you excited? Let's get to that part. Let's focus on the kids and see what are you inheriting, like what do you got coming back? I mean, I'm sure you had a chance to assess the talent with what you got, you know what I'm saying, and what you know what I'm saying, and who you're looking to have a big breakout season from and everything like that.
We got a kid, David Tucker, who was on varsity last year. We got a couple of kids that was on varsity, but I think David is set to have a good year. I'm gonna kind of let him loose. We're gonna get him stronger, get him a little tougher and stuff like that. But he shoots the ball really well, about 6'4", 6'4.5", guard, really smart kid. Right now, I'm trying to get UC San Diego on him because, of course, you got to have really good grades to get in there, and he does. So, you know, I've been talking to him a little bit about coming in the fall. Got some good young kids. You know, we got.
You don't have no stars though, right? No star athlete, no, like with 2-3 star. You don't have none of that.
Young guys, couple sophomores.
Okay, gotcha.
Maybe a couple sophomores. You know, with that two beside them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got a couple freshmen, 6'8", 6'7" freshmen.
So you're fairly young, right? You're fairly inheriting a young team.
Yeah, I am. And I have some seniors and stuff like that, and they're pretty good. You know, but I'm gonna have to, like those teams I've had, I'm gonna have to really coach them up.
You got to pull out. You gotta have to do some Coach Nick shit, man. You got to get down to the nitty gritty, man. We can't recruit in high school. You can't recruit, but you need to go to the gym because they got some cats probably walking around that you might can make into something.
Well, I see some new kids every day when they just come up in the building, man. I'm like, where you was at, man?
Hey, man, you need to get to the gym.
A lot of them play football, dog. I'm telling you, a lot of them play football.
Yeah. So how does that, like, are you gonna take some of the players out of the football, like a few? Because you know, in most schools like that, you have a basketball, football. You playing one sport. Do you think it's a couple kids that coming out the football team that you're gonna add later on that's gonna come play?
Yeah, I will. I know 2 for sure, and then it might be a couple of more. But you know, I learned from Coach Mays a long time ago when I was in Pinkston. I was just like, Coach, because you know, at Pinkston we were sharing athletes. I have so many, and then you know, but luckily they was getting knocked out in the first round, second round. Then I get the guys.
Yeah.
But he would always tell me, you know, in order for his varsity team to be successful when he was making those state runs, he had to have at least 94 to 95% of his varsity already in the gym. He could wait on maybe 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got the add to
it. That come off, that play both sports. He can wait on 2, maybe 3. Right. So I kind of adopted that, and I'm the same way. Like I'm gonna have 95% of the guys. I have 2, maybe 3 coming off, and we'll keep on. Because look, they gonna be playing the weekend before Christmas, man. I mean,
it's gonna be.
This was 6-18 playing 5A, possibly going D2.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It's
like they're gonna build off their success, especially at the lower level with the population.
At the lower level, and only because of our numbers here, demographically at the school.
Right.
You know, we got less than 2,000 kids, but you know, your athletes still they look like 6-8 kids. They all 6-8 like kids
for sure.
So I'm a realist. I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna see these kids after Christmas.
Who's in your district?
We have Crandall, Ennis, Corsicana, Midlothian Heritage, Cedar Hill, and Lancaster.
Oh, y'all should get to the playoffs then. Like, I mean, just because of the name itself. Like, I mean, You might lose to City Hill, Lancaster, but you should be.
We might drop one or two to them. You know, we just want to.
Yeah.
You just want to try to get in the playoffs.
Nick, you don't make the playoff out that did weaken them up. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't weak, but it means.
Hey, at the end of the day, we got.
You should get third. You should get third. I see you get third. You should get third at least.
Not maybe that fourth spot, maybe.
Fourth spot. Who are the other teams just from the outlook that you looked at?
Let me be real. If you think I'm gonna come in second, third, or fourth in this dog, you must be out your doggone mind.
Nah,
I can't even fake with you, dog. Are you?
Well,
are you for real? You think I'm playing?
Langston, see the hill. You had this trouble.
You gonna think this is a game? You gotta know you're talking to me.
You can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather, Nick.
My mind won't even let me think like this, and I'm like playing with you right now. I'm joking. Like I can't even think like this. I'm about to put my shades on, dog. Hold on, dog. You about to make me go. You about to make me go Hollywood and stuff. Man.
No, Nick, come on, dog. Hold on, Nick. You ain't that Kimball, Nick. This is what I'm saying, Nick. Nick.
I know it ain't that Kimball.
Nick, calm down, Nick. What I'm saying, Nick. I'm looking at Lancaster drop down, Cedar Hill drop down.
Yeah, it's gonna be some
drop down.
It's gonna be some battles. We hope
they had a little success last year. They rated Desoto at the 6A level, right? Am I unless I'm because I miss.
No, you're right, dog. I mean, I'm just out for the game.
I'm saying so they dropped it down. So
yeah, we just want to get a spot. That's it. We just want to get a spot.
It's all you need a spot. You make the playoffs, you did all right. You know what I'm saying?
You did good. Yeah, you get in the playoffs, you made a spot.
Who is the others?
That ain't.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just going off the name though. Like and like I said, I don't know. Corsicana. Who you say? Midlothian here. Who else you say?
Ennis, Crandall, Ennis, Corsicana, Midlothian, Heritage.
Do you know out of those teams, who's like a blue dark horse that might, you know what I'm saying, 3 or 4 and squeeze it? Like, if you I'm gonna make it plain because I don't want you to rank the order. I don't want you to do that. But give me the top 4 that should make the playoffs out of that this year. If everything goes according to plan, no injury, nothing like that you think will make it.
I mean, of course, I feel Lancaster and Cedar Hill. I mean, Coach. Over there, Cortez and Cedar Hill. I think he's gonna have a good team. So Lancaster, Cedar Hill, of course, and the rest of them I hadn't seen. I don't really know those. Yeah, because I see Cedar Hill and Lancaster every year. Just playing. I just don't know those teams.
No
I know
other teams.
Coaches over there. I just don't know. So
right.
Any one of those could be in there. And then, like I said, we just want a spot.
Okay, gotcha. It makes sense. Yeah, I just got to make a plan because then you're talking about you young, you got sophomore. The stage might get too big for them if you ain't covered. So this is where you really got to coach.
That's why your preseason schedule.
Yeah, when your first game?
November 14th.
It's my birthday.
We're in the Derby shootout at Melissa High School.
That's my birthday. Damn, so that's my birthday. That's crazy.
We go to Memphis and go to Jackson, Tennessee, playing the Allen Iverson Classic. We in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
What I'm saying, but hold on, Nick. Who's scheduling these games? Nick, you ain't got no business going out of town to no Memphis. These people ain't been to the playoff. See, this is part of the budget. Probably you taking these teams out of town and shit, man. If they don't deserve to go.
No, that's stuff paid for by the entities that we're going to play for. They're taking care of.
Yeah, but why go down out of struggle, Nick? Nick, you young. I mean, I guess get them exposure. Go ahead, get them beat down early. Go ahead, because it don't make sense. Allen Iverson Classic, you going somewhere because of the name. Then you gonna fuck around, go up against a 6'8" juggernaut, and get beat by 40. Then you gonna damn man, she went down there. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, I get it. You got the connection to get into it. Cool. Go ahead and let them play. Then they got to live up to the expectation. That's all I'm saying. I ain't down you. I'm rooting for you. Just know I'm rooting for you. You know I'm rooting for you. But I'm like that. Some of this stuff you got to be careful.
Jay, huh? You don't know what I'm doing, right?
I know what you know do because
Jay. I know you always go to when they play the state championship game over here in Arlington.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this. Make sure you stay at that Hilton. It's right off the Riverwalk in San Antonio. I know you ain't been down there for no basketball stuff, but I'm gonna tell you where you get your room.
Nick, I was just down there with y'all last summer.
I'm gonna tell you where to get your room.
I stay at the Westin right there on the river. The Westin. I stay at the Westin.
Get it here because you can get close. You can walk to the Alamo.
You say what happened?
You can walk to the Alamo Dome from that hill.
Yeah, you can walk down from anyone on me. Nick, you ain't gonna be back in Austin. You ain't gonna be back in San Antonio. I don't see you in San Antonio. I ain't down yet. I'm just saying I don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah. Now unless
I know it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I mean, we young.
Nick, come on, man. Let me hear me out, Nick. Let me
Don't do that. I'm gonna start calling you Controversy Jay.
Nick, I'm gonna say this at the end of the
clip. Jay, we ain't. I need to get a spot. We young. I told you that I got about 5-6 seniors. Kevin got some juniors and sophomores up there, and we gonna go get it though. I'm just saying the body of work when we get in and work, we gonna drop some. We gonna drop some games. We gonna drop some games. Guess what?
I ain't gonna put more in than you, bro. This is my season expectations for you, and I'll be okay. Nick did it.
Okay, tell me.
If you make it out the second round, you will be successful.
You say that's successful, but only because they hadn't made the playoffs?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a big turn. That's a good turnaround for you. Like you're not at Kimball, right? You don't. The expectations is different. You at a different school, different environment, coach. If you get out the second round, that's a hell of a turnaround.
That's why that's where culture comes in. That's why the standard has to be set. You know, it ain't Kimball, but that's what it's going to be here. That's why you change the culture from what it has been.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now we go back to what we was talking about in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I said, we started winning from day one, the day I walked in to the next day, that second day, that's when we started winning. And I know your thing of winning is first preseason game, second preseason game. But that ain't where you win a state championship.
Nah, that ain't where you can win in practice. You can win and not even get to the playoff, but you won because you see a change. So what is your level of win? What is your level of win? You see kids' behavior change, mindset change, you still win. Because it's just like saying
mindset.
Somebody's rich. It's like saying if somebody's rich. When people think rich, they think monetary. No, you can be rich out peace, love, and humility. You can be rich in other aspects. That's one thing.
I'm rich. I need that skrill. I need to hit this make big, this power ball. I ain't trying to hear that love, peace. You can get you got money, you rich, you can buy love.
But that's why I wrote DeSoto Green, because Nick went to DeSoto for greener pastures and green dollars. And they really got another month to get the rest of whatever the city they shit got to work out. Or that motherfucker might be rescinded. And she better be back on that UTR from the side on temporary.
No, I'm straight. I'm straight.
I just go back to the Colorado when Prime first started. Prime like, man, I took the job, but they ain't had the money yet. They probably gonna come through. I know you ain't no shit like that because you Hollywood Nick, man. Shit, nigga out of Shreveport, nigga won't hear. You want everything. Out of Shreveport. Man, come on, 318. Motor City.
Motor City, baby.
Louisiana's best. Man, you gotta have it, man. So I don't know, MT and all, they gotta make sure they gotta get you right, Nick.
Hey, I'm happy. I'm happy. I know I made the right decision. I'm good. I love where I'm at. And
right.
Like I said, man, I'm really excited. There's some things I need to get in place, the rest of my staff, things like that. That's coming. And like I say, it's gonna be some hurdles and stuff, but that's expected. Right. But I do expect big things from this group.
You're gonna experience growing pain as long as you got kids that buy in and they ain't leaving like the prep schools and leaving prep schools and all the other stuff. That stuff takes
We've been seeing that a lot around, a lot of kids leaving and, going different places. And I do see a lot of kids. And, I tell parents all the time, you feel that was best for your kid to do it and to go because they get an opportunity to go out of state or go somewhere and play prep. But I think what's happening is a lot of kids are seeing the success stories of very, very few kids that are prep that are already kind of ranked and up there, and they're seeing all the highs. So everybody want to go prep, everybody want to go OTE. but there are thousands of kids doing that, and you don't even hear about them. And then those kids that go to these preps or these charters or different things like that, they go, and then you do have so many of them that stayed, and you have so many of them that leave, and go back to where they came from, but you just never hear about why they left. And I don't know if these schools are telling them, hey, you don't say why you left. We won't bash you, don't bash you. You just see them go back, but nobody publicizes it. Damn, why they left? Why they leave? Why, they never talk about it. So,
but you can go back, right? There's no penalty or nothing to go back.
No penalty, you go back. Yeah, but the thing is this: it's just that I think that it's okay if you want to experience it and then it don't go, and then you go back. But then some kids are just not prep kids. You could. I think some of them that want to go, they could just stay where they at and have just as much success. But a lot of the coaches, I know some districts don't allow their teams to travel and go places. But if you fix up your preseason schedule, like I did at Kimball, like I'm doing here, because I want to be more national next year. But we gotta, like I said, we gotta make some strides this year to be able to do some more things. If you can, man, make your preseason enticing. Those kids can get a little bit more exposure versus just playing right around the Metroplex. Because at the end of the day, you got to come back and play in the Metroplex to try to get to state.
Right, for sure. And I was just giving you a hard time about the schedule like that, but that's where you come in, like with your relationship and your winning and your relationship with people across. Because even though your team that you're inheriting hadn't been the level of success that they may have used to, now they got a successful coach, but you have relations with people, and to get into those arenas and those games that need to be. But you have and you can do the best you can to get those kids prepped for that, because now you're getting exposure. But now you gotta let them know, hey, I got y'all here this class, this big time. What you gonna do with your moment? Because these recruits at these games, you going to get top. This is where you maximize your moment and get on the radar.
You're on that stage now. What you gonna do?
Yeah, you're on the stage. This is when you're gonna get your stars and get noticed. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have a zero. And then, man, you did how many points to get such and such in a one class? Man, it's like, who is this kid? Yes. So that right there is already a plus right there, just from the skilling. Because I don't know if they had that last year with the last year's coach, or what kind of relations they had. I don't even know the last year's coach of Desoto was. I don't even know who was the coach last year.
Coach Wright, Rob Wright.
Okay, I don't know. But
Coach a legendary coach, man. He was at Carter, coach at Texas.
Yeah.
He's a legendary coach.
Okay, I think so. Yeah. But I just,
know what he's doing. He know what he's doing.
Yeah. Where is he now?
He's still here. He's working in the district. He's actually at I think he's here at the school.
Oh, but he's serving another capacity.
Yeah, just another capacity. Yeah. That's
is he assistant to Nicke Smith, the intern? They make a job for certain people.
No, but whatever capacity they have him in, I only seen him a few times. But Coach Wright got a wealth of knowledge.
Is he on your? Will he be on your staff?
No, he won't. But I will lean on him for some things when I need to ask him some things, talk to him, because he got a wealth of knowledge, man.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. That's good. Yeah, it's gotcha. Well, yeah, I'm proud of you, Nick, man. We can get out of here. Before we leave, tell the people.
Wait, first of all, have you asked everything you need to ask me, man? Because you've been hot siding all day, man.
What I missed,
controversial Jay, man. I'm trying to answer politically correct. Because you going around in circles. Grind time, man. It take a special individual to get on this shit here, man. This ain't for the faint at heart, man. But look, I've been in Dallas so long, in DISD, I have to watch what I say, but I gotta realize I ain't know that.
Yeah, you know right there. That's why I can't.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I can't get jiggy. I can't get jiggy with you like I do with Ty, because you in almost like a authoritarian dictator type shit over there, man. There's so much going on and money, and you know what I'm saying. And I had to do that with Matt at the early. You know what I'm saying. It ain't the same, man. Like, you know what I'm saying. You fresh in there, and they got standards at DeSoto.
Yeah, I gotta be careful how I say. So I just like I said, a lot of things I just don't know. But I know my job, and I know what I need to do. I was brought here to do. So
I'm gonna re-intervene you when the season come in. We're gonna remember this live feed and my expectations. You if you can get out the second round, you had a successful season. But now I ain't gonna say that because if you get to the playoffs, I'm gonna just say get to the playoffs, man. I get thought of it because you know what I'm saying. That I ain't gonna put more in that you can battle with what you got. You say I don't know what you got. I ain't really looking at it.
That's what happened when you at the bottom of the school.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That what happened. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't know what you got or what you got playing up your sleeve, but I know Nick, you gonna do your thing. I know you gonna do your thing.
You see, I ain't roll my sleeves up so you can see what I got up my sleeve. They down right now. They down. They down. It's hot in here too. I'm in my office right now. I said I was gonna do
Yeah.
So
the AC ain't working. Is the AC working over there?
Well, they cut it off at a certain time.
Oh man, the light bill, the fuck around light bill. So
come on, dog.
Man, they can keep the AC on it when you.
Come on, dog.
What you supposed to do after hour, and then you can't think. You want to watch film, you gotta watch.
I got one.
Yeah, they way out of control.
I got one of these.
What time they turn the AC off at 4:30?
I don't know, but at a certain time in here, I think just in here.
Did you have AC at Kimball? Did you have AC?
You got AC here. I ain't never had no problem.
No, I'm saying at nighttime at Kimball, did you have AC at night?
Yeah.
If you want it.
Yeah. It stayed on.
They ain't got it at DeSoto.
No, they got it. I just can't get to the thermostat because it's in the security office.
You can't.
I don't have a key to that room.
But why you can't control? Can you control the thermostat at Kimball?
No, they do it from downtown. All DID schools they control.
Yeah, but it's still on though, right?
It runs. Like it don't stop. And in the wintertime, the heat, it don't stop.
Nah. Hey, tomorrow you need to, hey man, I work late at night, man. I need my AC, the heat.
I already did that one time.
What they say?
They cut it on. They cut it on, but an hour later it went off.
You say what?
They cut it on, and a couple hours later it was off. Because I went up here the whole time.
But why you got to call? Why you got to call to get the AC on?
Because only the security has a key to the security room, and that's where the thermostat that runs these rooms right here, so they can control it. But whenever they get in there and we do it, then you know what I'm saying. Why they didn't want to set the temp and put it on auto so it can stay cool? Just put it on 68 or 70 at a certain temp where it be cool. We won't be hot. You and that motherfucker sweat like couch places, Nick. You can roll up your sleeve, Nick. Roll up your sleeve. You might see what I got under my sleeve, dog. I can't leave the sleeve. I'm over here burning up. Hey,
so soon as we get off,
soon as we get off, I'm pulling this off. I'm pulling my pants off. I'm walking out here in shorts and a tank top. Soon as we get off, I'm pulling this off, and I'm walking out here with shorts and a tank top on.
Nick, you can't tell me no shit like that, Nick. So Nick, you need to call tomorrow. Hey, man, I know it's a budget deficit. I know it's a crisis. I know, man. I know y'all controlling that, but the AC is summertime. It's 100-some degrees here at night. And say I'll be at my office. Say I'm in my office late at night. I need the AC. They trying to cut back on electricity.
Jay, the budget has nothing to do with the AC.
They do, because they can leave it running if it want no problem.
Oh man. Budget ain't got nothing to do with the AC, man. It just
all right. I'm just trying to say they trying to preserve the AC units.
No, but late in the evening, like this, like school not in, and nobody's really up here this late, so it just it's off, especially right now.
Yeah,
this is a big thing, dog. This you know you get on this campus, right?
I'm high side DeSoto. Y'all good. I fuck with this. So
y'all know we high side. Y'all know y'all side.
I'm honored. They put me in the press box when I come to the game. They invite me. All the trustees. I like everything them all them over there.
Jay, you know the campus is huge, man, and you ain't got nobody. Yeah. They don't even have the air on all of this campus.
That's too much of a waste, man. Mm-hmm. Give us something before we get up out of here, Nick, man. Something you want us to know about DeSoto and your new job as the head coach.
I'll just say, man, to the DeSoto fans, community, we finna get this thing back rolling. It's gonna be exciting. Make sure you get your popcorn before the game start. Yeah, you ain't gonna want to miss the show.
That's it. Hollywood Nick, man. Appreciate you coming on GrimesTime. You my guy, man. I'm gonna be rooting for you, and I'm gonna make sure
drink this water because I'm up here sweating. I'm up here drinking this water. I've been drinking water. Come up here hot.
Yeah. Good luck to you, Nick. I'm gonna have to come to a couple games. I might even have to do it behind the scenes with you, man, so you know you get the commentary once you get everything right, man. I appreciate you coming on. Anytime, reach out to me, man. You know I'm room for you, and make sure they have that paper on time for you, buddy.
All right, man. No, I'm gonna get paid, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah, I got you, man. All right, bro. Go on, get it in, man. One love, but appreciate you, Nick, man. Keep doing your thing. Proud of you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah. That is another segment of Grimes Time where it don't cost us nothing to be real. And you know where smoke, it might be fire. It is my dog, Nicke Smith, head coach at Desoto. I know he going to do some big things at Desoto, man. Trust and believe he got some shit up his sleeve for real. That's a good coach, and they got a good candidate. They just got to get behind him, support him. That's it. Grimes Time. Out. Peace, love. Go to my YouTube channel, Grimes Time. It should be streaming on there. I'll do a recap for y'all to put back out on folks. Go to Grimes Time. Come back on here. Y'all can restream and reshare. Appreciate it. I'm out. Yeah.